All right, you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm just going to do a short video here, and let's speak about the issue of food and nutrition and the food that we're getting to purchase in the supermarkets and such forth. You know, and Donald Trump and his posse, it seems like they're planning to fight against big pharma and big food and, you know, such forth if they win the election. And I think that's a good thing, because it seems like too many of our children, people in general, are suffering from all kinds of ailments that seems to be stemming from the food we're eating. You know, all this preservative in the food, all this processed food. And that goes for myself as well. Last night a family member promised me a can of mackerel, and I said, yeah, that would go great with my food. And then I left the house and forgot to pick up the can of mackerel. And I was thinking, oh no, what am I going to put in this food now? And my spirit was saying to me, well, you know what? We're going to drag you off that mackerel stuff and all those tin products as well, because there's nothing good in it for you. And, you know, I took a bunch of cane to a sister and a friend of mine, a woman who loves fishing. And when I went over there, she gave me a bag of small fish. So hence I was able to do that, you know, cook that instead. Put that with some coconut and make a little rundown with that. And that's what's in my plate here now. So, you know, I don't spray stuff on my little farm. You know, as soon as rain falls over here, it grows up. It's all weed and all that kind of stuff. And personally, I prefer to take my slow time and weed it out rather than to spray poison on the land. A lot of people over here, and I know generally across the Western world anyway, are spraying all kind of chemicals. They spray stuff to kill the weeds. They spray stuff to kill the bugs. They spray stuff to, I don't know, make it grow a little faster. You know, they put fertilizer, and then when the stuff when it comes off the farm, goes out to the processing factories, they put all kind of E-colors and all kind of preservatives and all kind of stuff in it, a whole lot of sugar, a whole lot of salt in the food. And all that sugar, you know, I got bulla in my in my cycle pad here right now, and that bulla has definitely contributed to me losing some of my teeth around the back there. And you know, so much sugar is in the food nowadays, right? And sugar is absolutely no good for you. It actually helps to, it's like a corrosive. It corrodes the body, corrodes the cells, you know, breaking down the cells. And I was watching a video today, and they were talking about how, you know, you go in the supermarket and they tell you, oh, you know, this product has got less fat in it, and that product's got less fat in it. And then when it turns out, when you check it all out, they take out the fat and they put a whole lot of sugar in it to, you know, substitute the fat. So you end up getting swollen. Yeah, the rice and all that kind of stuff. You know, all them stuff, all that preservative in the food nowadays. Right, so the food that we used to eat as children, It's vastly different from the stuff that we're feeding our children nowadays. Yeah, and you can tell, especially like the children in America, you know, a lot of the youths over here in Jamaica, I noticed that, you know, people are walking the streets nowadays in a world of their own, different from the youths I knew when I was growing up over here. You know, they seem touched by something. Definitely touched by something. And I think it's the food, at least I know it's the food. Yeah, and all the injections and all them kind of stuff that Babylon is putting in the people. So, you know, my thing, if you make an effort to grow your own stuff, you know, the tomatoes over here, I see people growing tomatoes, and when you cut into the tomato, it's either pure water or it's got a solid green inside. You know, you put those stuff down for a couple of months and they still ain't rotten yet, the solid green ones. And the ones that's pure water, you know, it's, I don't know. The food is different, yeah? It's time to grow your own. And don't, you know, the seeds are GMO, what's it called, modified, you know, and I don't know where we're going, folks. I don't know where we're going, because I think it's all a part of this Babylonian plan to wipe out 80% of the people. And if you look up the Georgia Guidestones, they did put on the Georgia Guidestones that they're going to kill off 80% of the population of the world. And, you know, it seems like they're on their way to doing that. So it turns out that President Putin, the bad man, President Putin of Russia, he's so bad. And I heard that he actually said that if anybody grows genetically modified food, I think that's the word, they're like terrorists, and they will be treated like terrorists, and they'll be imprisoned like terrorists. Right? Because they're trying to rain terror on the people of Russia. So he put them in jail. So you can't go over there and say, oh, you know, modified food. You know, so I think Donald Trump and his Kennedy compatriot, they're onto a good thing. You know, obviously they've got a few stuff going on that's against the people, as per all politicians. But I think on that score, they got a great idea they're going on. Let's fight against the Monsanto or whatever they call themselves, and people like those who would, you know, try and destroy the people with their so-called food. There ain't no food in that. There's no nourishment in them foods. You know, you go and read the cans and the packages and see what's written on there. 3/4 of the times you can't even pronounce the things that's on the packages. Nowadays, maybe it's because I haven't got the money to spend in supermarkets, or maybe because my spirit's just leading me away from supermarkets, but I don't go in those places. Yeah? The coconut, if I can get me a coconut from out of the bush, if I can't get one, I see if I can buy one, spend $100. Yeah, and see if I can get a banana and come out and sea, throw my line, catch 2 fish. Right? And you know, you grow your own callaloo and some cabbage. You gotta try and get the original seeds. You know, and so you over Babylon there, you say, oh, I haven't got a farm, I can't do anything. Maybe you can get some pots and grow some stuff in the pots. I was seeing a video the other day, a sister of mine sent me a video, and someone was growing whole lot of vegetables in between the bricks on the paving of her front yard. Yeah, just those little, you know, what's it called, half-inch gaps between the bricks. She sowed seeds and grew a whole lot of stuff, including corn and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, so you'd be quite amazed as to what you can produce even over there in Babylon, in your house or on the windowsill or something like that. Yeah, so do your best and buy organic stuff. It's not all perfect either. However, it's better than buying the straight food from the supermarkets like that, yeah? So that's all I gotta say. As I said, it's a short video because rain is coming down on me. Well, it looks like it's clearing up a bit. Yeah, it's not so cloudy over there now, but I can still feel it drizzling on me. So, peace and love to you. And remember, you know what? I got my stuff on go, what's it called? Go buy me a cup of coffee or something like that. Buy me a cup of coffee, something.com, yeah. So you can look me up on there, Starfire. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go into some of this food. Alright? Get myself some energy to get back on my bike. My bike is over there. So, yours truly, Starfire. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace and love. Banana, man, banana. Yeah, great. Good for you.